So as we're seeing at COP26 now, with the recent IPCC report, and with the flooding, drought, hurricanes, wildfires that are happening across the world, we need immediate climate action now. Yes, we need a transition away from fossil fuels, but that's going to take time and a lot of investment. And nature-based solutions, as science tells us, are a critical pathway to helping to address climate mitigation and removal, which we'll need at scale. And provide up to a third of the potential mitigation that's needed. And they're cost-effective, readily available, scalable, and deployable today, unlike engineered removal solutions that we know are going to need, but will take years to come online in a meaningful way and in a way that's affordable for the world. So nature-based solutions are a critical piece of driving immediate climate action. They also provide critical co-benefits to society that we as humans depend on. Water regulation, protection from flooding and from coastal storm surges, wildlife habitat for biodiversity, and help to address the biodiversity crisis at the same time as the climate crisis. So we need nature-based solutions to help us address the climate crisis now. So forests make up the largest proportion of the different nature-based solutions pathways that we have. So through afforestation, reforestation, that's planting trees, improved forest management, that's sustainably managing forests, and avoiding deforestation, we know we can get to about between 7 to 11 billion gigatons of the needed climate mitigation per year. That's more than 10%. Also, to stay on a 1.5 degrees C pathway, or to get on a 1.5 degrees C pathway, we know we need to avoid deforestation, because deforestation is contributing around 10% of global emissions. So we can't make our climate goals happen without forests, as they represent the largest swath of the opportunity. In addition, forests are a critical part of renewable materials that our economy needs for buildings, for fabrics, for other bio-based materials. And so we can't address climate change without investing in forests for their sequestration potential, but also for the circular economy that we need to thrive. So technology and data are critical to addressing some of the challenges in forest carbon markets to date, particularly around transparency, scale, and quality. So at NCX, we're actually using remote sensing, machine learning, combined with on-the-ground field measurements and statistical models to bring much needed scale of impact, essentially to democratize access to markets, to create a platform where, because of our remote sensing data, we can measure every acre of forest in the US down to the individual tree and species level. And so that data enables us to create this platform where any landowner can enroll at no cost to them, engaging thousands of small landowners who traditionally have been excluded from these markets in participating and putting carbon on the same economic footing as timber, so they can be paid for the more sustainable management of their forests. And so that unlocks the scale that we talked about earlier that's needed in these forests that we know is there, but just has been elusive because of the high setup costs of these carbon offset projects in the past. Additionally, data brings more transparency and quality, because we can not only measure and monitor the impact over time at a reduced cost, and be able to ensure that we're actually driving real change in our forests, that carbon is increasing in these forests over time, we can also assess better project development up front to ensure that the upstream development of these projects is driving real additionality and driving true change in the way that forests are managed. So ensuring that we're spending climate dollars on real climate action, data and technology can help to bring that needed transparency and that needed real change to drive the action that's needed in this critical decade.